Can you all hear me? I don't know if it's too loud or too quiet. I'm trying to set up the audio for all this. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Testing? I think it's good, I'm not sure. I'm trying to check. I think they put the music down a little bit. I think that's good. I think so. Well, got myself this brush pen here. I've done a review of this one already before. It's the, well, it's all in Japanese. I can't even read this, but yeah. I've done a review of this one before, and this is what I've been doing some of the drawing in, the sketchbook. It's kind of warm in here. I think I'm gonna turn my air conditioner on. I'll be right back. Okay, I think it's all set up. Hopefully I'm close enough to the microphone. Let me double check to make sure that you all can hear me. Testing. I think that's good. Music too loud? I did change the gain or the volume on my microphone. Okay, I think it's alright. It was getting kind of warm in here, so I went ahead and turned my air conditioner on. I was drawing with this pen here earlier. It's the Uniball Signo, but I don't know. I just wanted to try out the brush pen. I haven't really done much of any drawing with this thing at all. Figured I'd go ahead and give that a try. I like that I can fill out larger sections of the drawing a lot faster with this than I can with the Signo. Is it a Uniball or is it just Uni? Uniball Signo Gel Stick 0.7. Although I have to get used to the variation of line width. I'm getting too wide of lines sometimes. Like when I make a very detailed line and end up drawing something that's not what I was going for. I think that is a part of a tree, as usual, of my weird organic doodles that I make. How's this coming along? I think it's time for me to shave. I'm starting to have a bit of a beard. It starts to feel itchy. It wasn't until I started this stream that I started feeling hungry again. I already ate before this. I had a banana, I drank some milk and water, and I had 2 big sweet potatoes. And earlier today I made an entire huge pot of spaghetti, and which was like a pound of meat and a pound of noodles, and then some sauce and seasonings. I'm hungry already. I kind of want to fill out this area here, but I don't know. I'm not sure what to add to it. Let me know if you have any suggestions here. What if I started like doing like really just random stuff? This is live stream myself, like eating breakfast, shaving my beard, just random strange things. I'm pretty sure people have done that. Who knows anymore at this point? The things people do. I don't even have my eyeglasses on. Let me put these on so I can see a bit better. There we go. So I wonder why those lines did not look that great. What sounds good to eat right now? I was at the store today and I thought about maybe getting some cereal, but I looked. They add sugar to all of it, even the cereal that you wouldn't think they would add sugar to. It has sugar in it. It's like plain cereal. They add it to everything. I end up just shopping the produce section and the meat section of the store when I go shopping. I'll do that and I'll buy like milk and water, and that's pretty much it. You ever get to the point in a drawing like you feel like you're done with it? There's just more areas to add stuff. You know, I think maybe I feel like maybe that something like that there. I think. Let's see. Can you hear my air conditioner background? Let me know if you can. If it's too loud, maybe I'll turn my air conditioner off. Then it's gonna be way too warm in here. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today. I don't like maybe 30 minutes, an hour. I'm not ever really sure. Some days I'll stream for like 1 to 2 hours, and then the other day I streamed. I think it was earlier today. Was it yesterday? I only streamed for like 30 minutes. I was just hungry. I was like, you know what? I got things to do. So welcome to the stream. The two of you that are here. Let me know if you have anything you'd like to ask me. Any random topics you'd like me to talk about. Need to stretch. And let me know if music or anything's too loud. I think I have it pretty good balanced out, hopefully. Kind of liking this brush pen. I do like that I can fill in areas really fast. I don't have to try to make so many lines, just a pile of lines to try to fill in some area. I can just take the pen and be like, let me find a spot I can do like that. I can just be like this. Just fill in a huge area quicker. I don't know if I really want to do that there, but being that this is a doodle, I'm not too worried. It's just a pile of lines and dots after all, right? Do you think I should move my webcam different area? I don't know. It kind of... I mean, I could move it, but it would be on my laptop's keyboard, and then I wouldn't be able to type. I don't know what I was doing this with this, like as if I was drawing with the isograph pen. That's just out of habit. And my breakfast this morning was butternut squash. I microwaved it on high for like 16 minutes and it still wasn't done. I had to do it for another 10-15 minutes. It was like half an hour to microwave it, and it was like maybe 3 pound butternut squash. Maybe it's because it was like one big piece. I microwave other stuff like potatoes, and I put like 8 of them in there and they're done in like 8 minutes. Welcome to the stream where we talk about sweet potatoes and butternut squash. And I just make piles of lines and pieces of paper. This is, I don't know, does that look like a snail or something to you? I think there's like a face here. I see like 2 eyes. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. You ever pack lunch for work, or well, those of you that are in school, you pack your lunch and you leave it on the table, and then you're at work with school and you're like, where's my lunch at? I've yet to pack my lunch. I forget every time. I'm like, okay, I got my wallet, I've got my phone, I've got my keys. Okay, I'm ready to go. And then I get to work and I'm like, it's like I'm forgetting something. And that was my lunch, and then it goes bad. It sits on the counter, and I gotta throw it away. Every time. What's this doodle look like to you? Just completely random chaos of scribbles? That's what they usually end up being most of the time. Usually. Chair squeaky. I've had this thing since like 2018. I don't know what it is with computer chairs, but it seems like all the cushion on them just goes from being like this thick of a cushion to like nothing on it. I have to put pillows on my chair for it to be comfortable. That's why I don't really invest in any of those expensive like gaming chairs or whatever. It seems like if they just put gaming in front of something, they just double the price of how much they charge for it. It's like, this is a gaming mouse. It's the same thing as another one, just says gaming on it. They want like $80 for it. Like those old computer mouses that I used to use when I was really young. I remember in school we had those, the big box-shaped looking computer monitors, and I always had issues with those computer mouses. There's always dirt in them, and like clean them out, and like they wouldn't work. I had this one kid that was in a class back when I was in I think it was like middle school, and he would always get angry about the computer mouse because it wasn't working right. He would just pick it up and slam the computer mouse down, and then he'd be like just really angry. He's like, I'm tired of this. And the teacher would tell him, sit down and be quiet. Hey Vita, how's it going? Welcome to the Doodle stream. I'm actually talking this time. I don't know how long I'm going to stream because it's like in the evening. I kind of go to bed early because of my work schedule. I don't even know if I'm a morning person or a night person, because I like to sleep in, but I want to wake up early. But I feel like I do the best if I go to bed at like midnight or 1 a.m. and wake up at like 9 a.m. That's when if I didn't have an alarm clock and stuff, just went to bed when I feel like that's the time I would go to bed. But because of work, I have to get up earlier. I thought about switching it to where I go to bed like right after work, and then do stuff before I have to go to work. But then I would just never see daylight. It'd just be darkness all day. So what have you been up to, Vita? I think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't think it's Vita. This is like short for vitamins, or Vita. Could I step back, look at this doodle? Maybe I just grow a big beard, just be like a big philosopher. Just I've never really had that long of a facial hair. I think the longest is like maybe to here, and it was always constantly itchy. And I was told that, oh, after a while, your beard will stop feeling itchy. And I would wash my beard every day, and it just wouldn't stop. 11 p.m. there. Are you what are you drawing with? Is it a fountain pen, a rollerball, technical pen? You making doodles or a portrait? Yeah, that kid, I don't. It was It was funny because out of nowhere he just started yelling and just throwing the computer mouse around. And I remember kids when I was younger, they would get mad when they were playing video game systems, and they would throw the console or the controller around. They would get angry, but they'd say, "I'm never playing this video game ever again." And then they would like come back, 30 minutes later, and they'd start playing the game again. Just rage quit with anger. I'm done with this game. It's like when people go to a restaurant or a store or something, and they're like, "I'm never shopping here again." And they come back in the next day. I don't know. I feel like my brain's still trying to like get used to drawing and talking at the same time. It's like that saying of like, was it rubbing your belly and tapping your head at the same time? Some people can't do that and multitask. I don't know. I feel like my mind is so concentrated on drawing, sometimes I forget to talk. Or I don't even know, like I know I have an idea of what to say, but I have a hard time staying on topic because I'll be thinking of something, of what I'm talking about, but I'm focused on the drawing and then I'll just like forget what I was saying. I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm painting more than drawing, sort of. What do you think of the brush pen, though? I think it's made some interesting lines on here. Doodle, doodle, doodle. I'm trying to think of what else I want to add to this here. Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm thinking about filling this side area in, but I don't know yet. I feel like it's almost completed. Well, how about this? I'll do something like this. I don't know that this, I guess this is gonna be a background. I don't know. I just feel like doing that. I don't even know what to add in this back area here. Maybe these can be waves. An ocean in the background. It's a pineapple under the sea. It's a trying to get comfortable here when I draw. I don't even know what position it's set in when I'm drawing because my neck feels uncomfortable. I wish I could just draw like this, but I guess I'd have to like be drawing like that, but then my arm's gonna go numb. I don't know. It's complicated. Earlier I was cold and I put this jacket on. Now it's like way too warm in here. Then I take this off and I'm too cold and I cannot get comfortable. Vita, your drawings are seriously amazing. To me it looks like a tree guide interwoven in the pattern. Could be. It could be a... It's I don't know why, but I see a snail sort of or something in that. Unfortunately, I have to take a lot of. Unfortunately, I have a lot of chronic pain, so I have to take many breaks. Yeah, if only we could just like draw while floating on a cloud, or like, I guess it probably wouldn't be good to draw like on a waterbed, because I think the pen might stab into the waterbed. Like, maybe, well, I guess you couldn't draw in zero gravity, could you? Because the ink wouldn't flow. But it's something that gets rid of all back pain and neck pain for drawing. Like I said, I kind of just want to draw like this. Maybe I could just, hold on, let me try it like this. I got this table that's in front of my feet. I'll elevate my feet. This chair, I wish it could go forward, but it doesn't. So like when I'm drawing, I have to be like this, but I can't see the paper from there. And this hurts my neck too. Which is, doing this is the same thing as me just being like this. So, oh well, I just had to deal with it. I don't know why, but I have this stream open up on another tab. And it's like a 2-minute delay, it seems like, between what I'm seeing on my camera and what is showing on stream. What if I never realized and I become some type of like brush pen doodle master? There's some hidden skill here that I just never knew. Become obsessed. Then I'm drawing so much I forget to eat. That has happened sometimes though. Kinestology tape? Tape up wrist? Yeah, just like have like ropes and stuff, like just holding your body together and you're just like trying to draw. It's like, be like a doodle machine, technically, I guess. No, it sounds good. Pizza. I've been doing this thing where if I work really long hours, like in a week, like if I have a day where I work long hours, I just order pizza as a reward. Mushroom pepperoni. What do you think of olives on pizza? I know some people think I'm weird because I like olives on pizza. I think the type of pizza I don't like would probably be like pizza with sausage on it or pizza with hamburger on it. I never really understood why someone would get a plain cheese pizza. You might as well just eat a cheese sandwich then, like a grilled cheese sandwich. I think if I had to pick, I think a grilled cheese sandwich would taste better than a plain cheese pizza. I mean, there's a lot more varieties of bread that you can pick from, because with a cheese pizza that you order, you might have like 5 different types of crust or something. But if you have your own grilled cheese sandwich, you can get so much. You can make so many, like, with the cost of one plain cheese pizza, you can buy 10 loaves of bread. Well, if it's like expensive bread, maybe 5 loaves of bread or something, and all the cheese, and then you could have cheese sandwiches every day for like 3 months for the cost of like one pizza. Well, I guess if that's like that 79-cent bread, but I don't know if it's like gourmet, fresh, organic, 100% all natural, 500 grain seed bread with, I don't know. I've seen that bread before. It's like $7.99 for like this tiny little loaf. It's like this big. There's like 8 slices in it. It's like, wow, $1 per slice. I might as well buy a pizza then. Black olive for sure, but I like pineapple on pizza. Yeah, I don't know why. I know a lot of people don't like pineapple on pizza. I don't have a big deal with it. I think it tastes good. I just don't understand why someone would get plain cheese pizza. What if you ordered a pizza and you told them, hey, can I have a pizza without any cheese or sauce and no toppings? They'd be like, so you just want like, bread? What if you're gonna make a pizza instead of using the bread, you just get like dough or why do I forget the word? It just slipped my mind. Like, you know how you're gonna make a cookie? Like on the cookie sheet? Like make that as like the base of it. And then put pepperoni, olives, mushroom on it. And then put chocolate syrup with chocolate chips on it. It'd be like a pizza cookie. And then I think a weird combination is if it was like a I don't know, sardines, anchovies with tuna and oyster and clam pizza. I think that would be crazy. Yeah. Where was the pizza invented? What if there was someone that invented it before that, but they just weren't famous or well known, and the person that was considered the one that invented just like they were like rich and stuff, so they just put the patent on it? I don't know. That probably happens. I mean, I've had crazy ideas about stuff before when I was younger, like when I was like 6 or 8 or 10. I'd have some ideas about stuff, like, no, that'd be a good idea to try that someday, or do this. And then I forget about it, and then 10, 15, 20 years later they do that, and I'm like, well, I heard of that before, and it was some idea I had. But I don't have the ability to afford $100,000 for some patent and all this stuff. We'll patent a new pizza. Chocolate chip, pineapple with cinnamon sticks? Yeah, prohibits the sale of pineapple. They'll start banning pineapple there. Like, no pineapple is allowed. How dare you? Before I started the stream, I had to edit the like the size of the video for my webcam because it was showing everything on both sides. And I turned my webcam on. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna see my dishes. I don't even know what time the pizza place closes near me. I think it's like 8 p.m. they close. I would imagine it's like somebody that works there is probably frustrating somebody comes in at 7:59 p.m. Or like, let's say 7:55, between 7:55 and 7:58, and they close at 8. And be like, hey, I would like to order 4 extra large pizzas, this and that. It's like all this stuff for a huge party, then the people end up working like another hour and a half to make all this stuff. Or the people that go grocery shopping like 1 minute before a store closes, and they'll be like, hey, I'm only gonna be in here for like a minute. And then they end up shopping for an hour and a half. And they get like 6 grocery carts. And then they're like, oh, I forgot my wallet. And then there's just shopping carts full of stuff everywhere. Guess you can just push that in the cooler. Unless it's like bananas or something, then they'll probably get all spotty or something like that. They go bad. What about banana pizza? I think that would be kind of strange. Banana pizza. Banana split pizza. I think I only get like 1 holiday off of the entire year. And I don't think it's even paid. But yeah, I don't get any holiday pay or nothing. I did have one job that I worked one time. and I got holiday pay, overtime, time and a half. So I always requested and asked, like, if you need somebody to work on a holiday, I'll do it. And so I'd work on a holiday. I was already getting time and a half because I was doing overtime, and then I got holiday pay. So it was overtime, holiday pay, and if it was a weekend, I would make more. It was like $1 or $2 more per hour, so I was making a lot. I would make more working a holiday, like if I worked an 8-hour shift, than if I worked, 2 days in an 8-hour shift. Just work holidays, like, hey, just put me only on holidays, put me at 3 times pay, work a total of like 1 month out of the entire year. How many holidays are there? I guess it depends on where you're living at. Seems like anymore, there's so many holidays that, like, I try to go to the bank sometimes, or if I go to the post office or something, and it'll say closed, holiday, and like, don't even know what the holiday is. I'm like, wait, this is a holiday? What? They're just gonna start making up holidays, and they'll be closed just every day. Every day is a holiday. This is kind of random too, but a lot of services and stuff like post office and all that, all the hours they're open are the same hours that everybody else is working. It kind of makes it very inconvenient for everybody because, like, let's say they're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Most people are working between the hours of 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. So then just never able to go to the post office or nothing. I had that happen before when I was working at set hours, and I was working 6 days a week, and on like Saturdays they would close early at like noon, so I couldn't do anything Saturdays. They were closed Sundays, and I was off Sundays, so all 5 days of the week I couldn't even get to the post office or nothing. And the job where I worked was half an hour drive or farther from any post office. So I couldn't get there, I had to wait. And then the only day I could do that is if it was a holiday, but the post office is closed on holidays. So I was like, well, I've never really mailed much of anything. Maybe 3 things my whole life, and that's it. Question, are you self-taught or have you been to art school? I've never been to art school or anything. I did apply before, like college and stuff online, but that just didn't work out for me. Just college just wasn't for me. But I'm self-taught. I just make a lot of doodles and pile up some lines on some paper, and eventually I just keep making a lot of stuff that it's just a lot of muscle memory, repetition, kind of like riding a bike or throwing a ball. If you were to explain every detail of it, like riding a bike, to where you got to put 1 foot here, you've got to know the balance, and like flex this muscle and put this other foot over here, then you push down and lift up this leg, and then you twist and you use your lat, and like if you were to go to every single detail of it, the biomechanics would be so complicated. But it's just simple. It's riding a bike. But I guess that's how I draw. I don't know. I mean, it's just, I just do a lot of doodles until I feel like I've got a pattern down, and then I kind of repeat that pattern over and over and draw it a lot, and then I try another one and draw that a bunch, and eventually they kind of just combine together. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like sometimes when I explain myself, it's like I feel like I don't have the words to explain what I'm thinking, if it makes any sense, yeah. Banana curry pizza. Curry's is just a soup, isn't it? I did a drawing before in a stream, and it was like a 6-hour stream, and it was a drawing that it was on a sketchbook this size, and I was like, why did it take me so long to draw that? Then another one had a sketchbook like that big, and I was done with the whole drawing in 2 hours. My neck. I need to stretch more. What if I do my drawing live stream from a hammock? Or just make a tree house and draw on that. I think the last time I had a tree house, I was like maybe 8, I think. It's cheap. We just threw put a bunch of boards in some random tree. There's a tree house. Or just climbing it like, hey, this is my tree house. When you get older, it's like, I'm afraid to climb the tree. I'm gonna, fall out and hurt my leg or something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I have dyslexia or what, but yeah, like you said, I don't know. It's like I don't have the words sometimes to explain my thinking. It's kind of like if you, like, let's say the experience of seeing the sunset in New Zealand, or the Grand Canyon, or somewhere in Arizona, or somewhere scenic that like, if let's say you had no pictures for it, all you had was the explanation of it. It's kind of hard to, like, you can explain it, but you'd have to like be there yourself and experience that to really understand what the person is talking about. Kind of like if someone can guide you like in life with a direction of something to do, or if you have a goal, or give you advice, but kind of like, let's say for example, if I never did any drawing, like if I never did any drawing or practice, or if I never did any video editing or anything, and if I just watched people draw, I don't think I would be able to, well, I mean, obviously, like if somebody doesn't practice drawing, if they just, or with anything, if you just watch tutorials but you don't actually practice it, you're still not going to know how to do it until you actually do the thing, you know? I think that makes sense. But try to make some shading on it. I think that works. There we go. We went to art college at 16, chose photography, but always had a passion for art, history in general. Yeah, I was watching yesterday a bunch of like random art documentaries about stuff. Some of them I don't know what to think about. You know, like there's these art documentaries, and it's just like there's a rock sitting in the floor, and there's nothing to it. I'm kind of confused, and like, I mean, I understand, you know, like if like some things you can express or whatever, but I don't know. Some of it just, it's kind of odd. You know what I mean? Like it, like some of the stuff they'll show in art museums, or I guess some of the modern art, really, they just will have empty piece of paper, a rock, like just some pebble they found on the ground outside, and like just pick up a pebble outside and beside the museum, like this rock expresses the entire meaning of everything, this earth, because it's a pebble that's been here for such and such amount of time. You know, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I think if it gets to that point, if like you want the most expressive art, that would be an expression of something. If it's, you know, of the environment, or like of the world around you, just like watch a sunset or a sunrise, and you won't have to pay like $5 million to buy a rock sitting in the middle of a museum, you know. I don't know, just it puzzles me. Undiagnosed with dyslexia affects people differently, but speech and struggling with words is normal. Sometimes I've like if you read, I'll like read something, and I'll read it really quickly, and then I like if I don't have my glasses on, I'll read it quickly, and I'll think it mean like that somebody said something else, you know, and like I'll get a message or a text or something, or if I read a YouTube comment or any comments like first thing in the morning, I'll think it says something, but it doesn't. Like I'll read it like, wait, what? They said what? And I'll reread it and like, oh, never mind. It's not like a completely different sentence. It's just like one word if I read something really quickly. Usually tends to happen if I have my glasses on. Sometimes, most of the time, I feel like I have too many thoughts. I don't really feel like I'm able to express them fast enough in words. Yeah. This drawing is mostly done. I'm just adding more little details here and there. I got some stuff adding this bottom right corner here. I just go to I was typing art documentaries and then ended up going down the rabbit hole of so many random and weird things. I was watching one and this guy was like talking about these paintings, and it was just a piece of paper painted black, and there was like nothing on it. And it said, "This here represents the emptiness." I was like, okay. Alright, well, not watching that documentary. There's nothing to look at. If I just want to see, you know, emptiness, I'll just look at the sky. And, well, I guess if you're in a city and look at the skies, there's no stars, but there used to be a lot of stars when I lived different place when I was younger. I can still see some here, but I live in kind of a small town, but there's still just so many city lights from the areas around me. What do you think would happen if somebody never talked and they just put all their thoughts into like drawing? You would be like a monk or something, right? Impressions? I've got a couple of random and strange impressions. I don't know how I do them. I just kind of out of nowhere, I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, I'll see if I can do that voice. Oh man. I never feel like I need to stretch until I start drawing. Yeah, I think it was like 2008. The first time I did a voice from Family Guy. I was just sitting there with some people and watching. And then I was like, huh. I wonder if I can do that voice. And I didn't know if I could. And I was just sitting there and I was kind of paying attention to it. And then the guy was talking. So I was like, I'll see if I can do this voice. And then all of a sudden I was like, guess I'm gonna give myself some popsicles. And then the people sitting with me were like, what was that? What just happened? And then I said, guess I surprised you guys. Didn't know I could do that. just talk that way in a whole stream. I think my voice would get stuck that way if I did that. Yeah, I guess that, yeah, introvert, yeah, but well, it's complicated. Like, so I'm streaming and talking, but I mean, as far as like in person, I mean, everybody is different. Like if they're making videos and stuff, than how they are in person. But I spend most of my time by myself, like drawing and editing videos and everything. And yeah, definitely introvert. I feel like if I, like, let's say if I was to go to parties all the time, like hang out with a bunch of people every day, I wouldn't have enough, like, any time to really think about life or to think about myself or what I want to do or my decisions. And I would just feel exhausted. Like, there would just be too much information of everything around me, and I wouldn't have any time to think about it. Yeah. But with doodling, I don't really think about it. I just make some lines.
I just sit here and make some lines. Oh boy. Oh.
I guess that's Mickey Mouse. Someone's gonna clip that one day and make it into a meme. If I'm ever famous or something, maybe that'll happen one day. It'll be like a 5-second video. There's been a couple of streams to where I was like, I was gonna draw for maybe another 15 minutes, and I was like, what's the point of starting another doodle? I'm only drawing for 15 minutes. There's no way I can do a whole page in 15 minutes if this drawing took me 2 hours. You know? Oh. I'm still hungry for pizza, but I think by the time I finish the stream, it'll be closing like 10 minutes, you know, like after I finish. And they'll be like, hello, thank you for calling blah 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 pizza place. And then I'll be like, hey, I know you guys close in like 30 seconds. Probably just hang up. Like, oh, sorry, our phone disconnected. Oh, you don't think you can do videos? I think what you could do is, instead of maybe talking for videos, you could do like tutorials to where you could put text and wording in the video and show people how to draw or whatever, like hobby or something that you have. Because I know there's channels that people have where they actually don't talk. Like, you never even see their face. I think there's a guy, his name's Mark Crilly, he's an artist. He never even showed his face in videos, and then he was doing some, I think it was like 12 years ago or 10 years ago or something like that. He had something where he's teaching people in his class, and people were like, he doesn't look like how he sounds. But I don't know, do I look like how I sound? I could change my voice. Just like never show, make another channel, just never show my face and just be like,
We're just gonna sit here and do some drawing, guys. Do some sweet lines. Oh yes, look at those lines. Nice and crisp. Yes, it's time to do some drawing, you guys.
singing Herbert's voice.
Just sitting here with my friends on a stream.
I think if I run out of ink, I'll just like,
Oh no, guys.
I've got 5 computer monitors. I've got my 3 main monitors, and then my drawing tablet thing, and then a laptop, and then this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then webcam 7. I've got so many monitors and stuff I gotta keep track of. this going through the paper? Surprising it isn't. This is a fiber on a sketchbook. I don't remember the name of the ink that I have in this pen. It's like ink for brush pens and stuff. I use a lot more ink when I draw with this, but it's a lot cheaper than Rotring ink. And I can draw my doodles faster. I don't have to like hold the pen perfectly straight down. I can just hold it more relaxed. The Herbert voice fits my face. I'm just kidding. I know what you're talking about. Should edit the microphone so my voice sounds really deep. Just do the stream where I'm talking and be like, "Hey everybody, you wanna come over here and maybe that's not deep enough. Hey y'all, I don't want something to do." I'm trying to think of a deep voice I can do. I don't know. I think I can edit this. Hold on. Let me get my voice editor thingy. FX on. FX level.
24. I don't know, can you hear me? Is this a deep voice or a high-pitched voice? What does it sound like? I'm pretty sure that's on. FX is on. Well, the FX is my audio interface thing. It's like editing the sound. So let me know if you can hear any difference. Is it a deep voice or like a high-pitched one? I think this pen is like bad ink or something. What if I forget to turn it off and like I go do another stream and it's like really deep voice and everybody's like, what is going on here? This whole setup with this audio interface was so complicated for me because I was used to setting up stuff for video. That was deep. Hey y'all hear me wanna sit here and watch me draw some lines, some nice thin crisp lines, and we're gonna, how about I do Herbert voice with that voice?
Gonna sell some pens here, guys.
Or I can make it like this.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Making some doodles. This is, what if my voice was stuck this way? Like, hey, you guys want to go lift some weights and get strong? I can squat like 10,000 pounds when I was like 8 years old. You ever seen those comments? I've seen those comments on videos. Like the powerlifting. There's always some 10-year-old commenting on some powerlifting video. I was like, well, I can squat 800 pounds as a warm-up. Oh, you know, what if I order like food or pizza or something with this voice? Should I use a deep voice or the high-pitched voice? What would I do if there's, 1,000 people on this stream? How am I gonna read all the messages? What if I just had something like stuck on my head and just telepathically just read all of it to my brain? Move my bed in here. Just lay in the bed beside the drawing area. Just wake up. Just draw in my bed. Just stream myself drawing in the bed all day. Put a fridge right by it. You probably couldn't hear me because of the fridge. I have thought about putting like a little mini fridge in here, but there's no point because I can just walk, maybe 8 feet over there and get to my fridge. And you would hear the fridge in the background. It would sound like the good thing about this being out of ink almost, which it seems, sort of is I can make a lot of shading everywhere. Oh, my neck. I need to stretch. There we go, you're not even tired. I was gonna say, have you ever yawned just because you're hungry? That doesn't make any sense, but that's what I feel like. My body's like, do something to eat. Does the high-pitched sound really crazy now? I should have put it back to normal. I forgot that I still had it on.
Just sitting here making some lines.
Goodness. What if I did a live stream of me? I think I did go to, was it a year or two ago? It's been a year ago already that I went to like this reservoir that's near me. And I streamed myself live, but the video quality was not that good. I don't get a very good connection out there. I do meditation, I stretch some, and I get up occasionally and stretch, like I'll stretch my hands when I'm drawing. But every morning I get up and eat breakfast and I stretch. In my hallway I've got this thing that's like in my doorway I hold on to, and like stretches my spine. It's just like these wood pieces that's in my doorway, and I just hold on to them, and it stretches my spine. But I've had this like problem with my neck. It seems like the left side, I feel like my neck needs to stretch this way, and I've tried everything. I even did drawing for like a month where I sat like this. My neck wasn't even forward, and I stretched and stretched and everything, and it still won't go away. And I haven't done any lifting in a while, because I've been having some kind of weird health problem that's been going on. I kind of started noticing it more the like, past 3 years, but I'm just like constantly I don't feel as motivated or as energetic. I don't have as much energy. I'm gonna turn this weird sound off.
Put it back to normal. FX is off. Can you still hear me? I think it's on, yeah. But I don't know, I just hadn't felt good for like the past 3 years. Over time, just felt more tired and everything. I eat healthy, exercised. I haven't had soda or candy or junk food or fast food since I was 10, so it's been over 20 years. I stretch everything, and then I had this like weird thing happening for the past year. And just kept getting to where I was more tired, and then for the past year, I had this thing to where I would just like suddenly feel really exhausted in the evening, and then I would just feel like collapsing or something. I would just lay on the floor, and then I would feel freezing cold, and then I would go lay in my bed, and then I would just start shaking and sweating in my sleep, and it keeps happening over and over, and I don't know what's going on. So I had to get some tests and stuff done, and yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm still young, so it's not age, it's not like I'm 100 or something. Yeah, do you lift? I actually had a couple of people ask me that when I was a lot more muscular. And I told him, I was like, no, I've never lifted a weight in my life. I've never even worked out before. Why? Yeah, there's some more information I have to get as far as like getting the test done and everything to figure out what's going on. But it was definitely affecting me. Like I had days where I actually could not get up and move for a couple of hours. I wasn't able to physically move. It's kind of concerning, and it's been affecting me to where I haven't felt as good. I haven't been able to do as much drawing. It's affected my work and everything. So we'll see. What time is it? Oh, still got some time. Chronic fatigue system? What does that do exactly? You just randomly get tired? For me, they don't even know what it is. They didn't see anything, like anywhere. But I have to get like other testing done on my heart and all this stuff. I need just a little bit more doodles in this area down here. I'll be right back in a second. Turn my air conditioner off. Autoimmune illness? Yeah, they don't know what it is. They just found like my white blood cell count, it was 3 to 4 times higher than the highest amount that it should possibly be. It's too high for it to be stress. It's too high for it to be an infection. They checked on the organs and everything. Everything was fine. So it's not. It can't be from stress because it's way too much for stress, as I said. And I don't have any infection or anything or cuts or nothing. They did blood work. All of my vitamins, minerals and everything was good. My blood pressure is always perfect because I pay attention to what I eat. I eat very healthy. I'm always monitoring, my intake of salt, potassium, water, carbs, fats, and all that. I don't write it down or nothing, but I'm always really thinking about it and paying attention. My pulse is perfectly fine. Everything was fine. Just they found very high levels of white blood cell count, and they seen the amount. And a doctor came in and was like, something is not right here, and they were confused because they seen nothing anywhere. Checked every organ, everything. And I have to go back for more testing, and then they were looking at it. Doctors look at it more, and they found something on the EKG that had something to do with my heart. And I know that high levels of stress can cause your white blood cell count to either go up a huge amount or go down, which can also affect your heart because you're stressed. But it's way too high for it to be stress because I mostly feel fine. It's just slowly over 3 years. It's like I just feel worse and worse and more tired. And I've had periods in my life to where I had way more stress, hundreds of times more stress. It was very difficult, and I never had any of these issues. But I have to go back for them to check it more. They're not sure what it is, but every possible thing that they could think it could be, it's none of those things. So it's just a complete mystery for them. They don't even know what. They don't even know what to give me or what to do yet because they don't know what it is. They're not gonna just give me anything. If say you had some health problem or whatever it is, what's going on, you don't know what to give the person because you have no idea what's going on. But I don't know. A couple of things they mentioned that it could be was some major stuff, and I was like, okay. But they were confused on that too because they didn't see anything else that would point to that. But we'll see. What was the doctor just said, sir? We're going to prescribe you more doodling. You're going to have to draw 12 hours a day. Dr. Doodle. What if I had a chiropractor or a massage therapist? I just sit here and draw and just massage my shoulder and back the whole time I'm drawing. Maybe if I was a billionaire or millionaire, I just hire someone to do that for me. Like, hey, you can just give me a back and shoulder massage and neck massage, and you get to hang out in my streams if you want. Yeah, I hope you're doing good, Vita. Oh, by the way, am I pronouncing your name right, Vita? I think I asked you before, I can't remember. I have like a 10-second memory. Like, there's things I remember from, 10, 15, 20 years ago, and like super good details if I happened 5 minutes ago, but then something that happens 5 minutes ago I completely forget. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay too. Frida Kahlo? Don't think so. I'm horrible at remembering names. I can remember faces though. I think that's like that for a lot of people, that if they pursue something, a goal or a hobby or a passion, a lot of times it's people that have struggled with something because they've already had to go through something difficult, and because that the difficulty of pursuing a hobby or something else doesn't seem, as difficult because they're used to facing that all the time in life. So it's not, they just kind of go with the flow. Go with the flow with my brush pen while I'm doodling. It's starting to get dark, so I think I might end the stream here soon. Not quite yet, we'll see. How long have I been streaming now? It's not even showing me. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find it. Oh, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Someone to give you free, like this, well, not free, you gotta pay them. Someone that gives you like shoulder neck massages all the time while you're drawing. And then order some pizza, pineapple pizza. Oh, you weren't able to walk? You could do like what's like those close-up photos and stuff people do of like I've done it before with like my pen, or like set a pen on the table and like zoom into it like super close. Thanks, Vita. Yeah, I think using this brush pen, because I can add more dark areas, I feel like it does make it kind of stand out more. I think that's something that's sort of been lacking in some of my drawings, as I needed more darker areas. Things kind of seemed a little bit like flat. I mean, there's a lot of detail, but sometimes you can get away with less detail and make it maybe more interesting. Oh. What type of photography do you do? Well, you're still keeping at it. I mean, you still do like photography and stuff now? know you could do be cool. You can get like the arms of your chair have like a pen holder thing. You can put your pens in, store them, and then have like a little drawer that comes out. You can like put pens in there, or like have on one side a table that comes out. It's like a drawing table. Then you have your pens. I hope you're doing okay right now, though, Vita. You're here in the Doodle stream. I guess that makes us Doodle friends, right? Although I could just change my voice to that thing and I'll sound like a completely different person. I haven't really done much photography in a while. I took a couple of photos, maybe a month ago, and it was just stuff for like thumbnails for videos. Yeah, I thought about, well, I've done it a couple times, drawing in my bed. It feels so much more comfortable. My problem is like my arm goes numb from like drawing or holding it up. Do you ever have that issue when you're laying down? Maybe would a hammock work better? Or what are those beds they have? They would be so expensive. The ones that like they fold and move. It's like the ones they have at hospitals. One time I was in a hospital and they had one of those and I was like, this thing's awesome. I got a little button for it. You can adjust it in so many different ways to where it can like raise your legs up and you can just have like your drawing pad on your legs and then just draw, or you could have it like hold the drawing pad on your stomach and then draw. I think this is about out of ink. Just about. I was looking over all these different monitors. I've got one for the stream, one for like setting everything up for the stream, and I've got my laptop in front of me to look at the chat. So if you wonder where I'm looking at. I think this doodle is maybe mostly done. I think, because you get to the point where it's like you keep adding stuff to the drawing, but it's like it's not really making much of a difference. It kind of feels like my doodle is finished. I'm getting hungry. I'm always hungry. I'm like a bottomless pit. I think for now, that's going to be the end of this doodle stream. Oh, I'm going to get some food, stretch, and I'll be back probably tomorrow sometime. If I have any time after work and stuff, I'll do some more streaming and doodling So thank you all for joining and watching this Doodle stream. I keep forgetting to look up here. I'm like, hey, I've got a webcam now in front of me. I'm not used to having it here. I just set this laptop up on the webcam earlier today. I'm used to always looking over here at these monitors. But thank you all for joining, watching my Doodle stream. I think next time maybe I'll do some more weird voices. I'll have to write down some different ones that I can do. And I'll try to do them for a next stream or something. But I'm gonna go eat some food and stretch and everything, and then get ready for bed here soon. And I'll probably be on here tomorrow to do some more doodling. So I'll talk to you all later. Have a good day, and nice talking to you, Vita. And hope you're doing good. And let me know sometime about some of your drawings and photos. If you check the link below this video, the description, you can just contact me by email. And if you want, you can send me some of your drawings and photos if you'd like, and I'll take a look at them. But anyways, I'm gonna go stretch and eat, give energy back for more doodlings, and I'll see you all later next stream. So you all have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.